For my final design for this class, I chose to create conference collateral materials for the Adobe Max conference. I'm going to take you a walk through my creative process. Here we see the front page of the conference program. This conference is going to be held in Los Angeles, California in October. Here we see the tagline at the bottom: Imagine, Connect, Create. This is interesting to note because you will see this throughout not only the conference program, but you'll see it throughout the rest of the conference collateral materials. I chose blue as the theme for this color, the shade of blue. And this, again, you'll see this throughout the program and the collateral materials. It really lends itself to that synergy that I was looking for. This is a users conference, so those in attendance would be familiar with these icons. And what really I'm simulating here is designs that are emanating from Max, that the creative ideas are brought to life with the creative suite of Adobe products. Again, the color theme is a shade of blue with a gradient and drop shadows that I've incorporated, which gives it really a 3D futuristic look. The table of contents really is logically structured for the program here. It's practical. It's actually, for somebody that consumes this electronically, this is linked to each page that's indicated right here. And we'll talk more about that as we go on. We'll see an image, transparent image in the back, which will look very familiar once we see the back cover, which again, we're trying to create this symmetry here. We see here a welcome page, which is really just some survival tips to get you through the conference. We see a banner at the top, which is linked back to the table of contents. And you'll see that on the top of each page, which really shows you where you're at in the program at all times. See the social media links at the bottom for the survival tips here. Here's the main agenda. Really gives you a brief overview of the conference. What I wanted to make note of is the class ID legend. We'll see these symbols here, which will be very meaningful when we look at each day of classes. Here's the featured headliners page, and we see it's a pretty much a basic layout, clean, tells you what you need to know, shows you what that individual looks like, as well as a brief bio. Also, I'd like to make note of a link down here that will give a complete list of speakers and headliners at the Adobe Max website. Here's the day one class schedules. We'll see this is a very laid out cleanly. See the in bold, the time of the class, as well as what the class is, and that code that I was referencing earlier shows you what the class is how it's structured. List of conference sponsors here. This is really who's helping pay for this conference. These are linked, so if one wants to get more information about these companies, they can. Here's the map. It's inside the back cover, so it's easily referenced. And here's the back cover. And again, this should look familiar because we saw a transparent image from the table of contents. Moving on to the other collateral materials, here's the table 10. This year's special guest is Brian Cranston. He will be presenting the project that he's working on. Here's the social media links, the hashtag, and this is the one side, and then the other side is the actual movies that he's working on, and he's heavily involved in the production, and we can see that there's a QR code to get more information. The badge here is again, we're sticking with that theme color, the drop shadows, that 3D look, who it is, what they do at the conference, and what they do when they're not at the conference, where they work, and what their position is. Imagine, Connect, Create, again, the tagline, and the back of the badge is a QR code and what type of pass this is. This is for more information. The teaser for next year, it's going to be in Orlando, Florida. You'll see it's a completely different theme. We see also that there's a QR code for more information.